How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Truman Bradley. Let me show you something interesting. Without the benefit of a jeweler's magnifying glass, you may safely assume that these pearls are exactly alike. Synthetic. And improvised by human hand, it cannot withstand my human touch. Forged by a strange defense mechanism of nature, it is almost impregnable. I say defense mechanism because it was precisely that which created our true pearl inside of this oyster. Outside, it is pretty well protected, but inside, it is so sensitive and vulnerable that the slightest irritant or foreign body which manages to enter will automatically be isolated by the slow forming of a hard protective coating, which eventually becomes this. This faculty for self-protection is very rare. Since other members of the animal kingdom are only equipped to keep attackers away by an outside shell, turtles, snails, and armadillos carry their own armor plate. They live in the safety of a do-it-yourself, attack-proof concrete shelter. And though we may well be the most delicate members of this animal kingdom, we are not endowed with such natural defenses, and therefore try to improvise protection with this. Against bullets and against radiation. However, this takes care only of the exterior. But what about the interior? What about those little invaders which are only visible to us by virtue of the electronic microscope? What protection can nature give us against them? Medical science calls this inside protection immunity. And thus far, our medical men have only been able to isolate a few of the antibodies which create this immunity. It is the constant search for a greater scope of immunity which is the background of our story. Like most covert beginnings, it was during the still of a summer night at 3:30 a.m. that the unpredictable hand of nature and the universe touched the life of one Dr. Keith Brandon. Keith Brandon, the Washington Medical Institute's youngest and most progressive bacteriologist.
Yes? Keith? It's for you, dear. Keith? It's Mr. Parker.
Hello? Yes, speaking. What? Say that again. You're positive? Yes, I'll be there in 15 minutes.
I don't mean to pry, but isn't this rather an unusual hour for appointments?
No more unusual than the event, if it's true.
It's all in there. 3.5 ounces of dynamic proof. And it'll be up to you, Keith, to make this proof 100% irrevocable.
With his help, of course.
Naturally.
Where is he now, Mr. Parker?
Next door, waiting to meet you.
What's his name again?
Reimers, Professor Horst Reimers.
Sounds German. Will I need an interpreter?
I don't think so.
But you did say he was from Germany.
Right, 20 years ago, before his expedition was lost in the South American jungle.
Oh, but...
You'll see.
Come in, Dr. Brandon. I know it'll be a pleasure working with you.
Well, thank you, Professor
Will you
Reimers.
pardon me? I'm just preparing these species for injection. A summons at this hour of night deserves at least a minor demonstration. My friends are ready to perform at the drop of a hypodermic needle.
I'm here to listen and learn, Doctor.
Without an interpreter?
Well, frankly, I wish my diction were as immaculate as yours.
Doctor, there are no barriers in languages, only in the mind. Have a look.
A high concentration of parrot fever virus and yellow jaundice virus. These things shouldn't be fooled around with lightly, Doctor.
Shouldn't it, though?
I take it then these have already been inoculated with your, whatever you call it?
No. The, whatever I call it, acts as both a preventive and a cure. It's a universal serum for all virus diseases known to man.
Known to man, Doctor? That's a pretty big statement.
The natives of the remote area where I found my antibiotic are immune to all forms of virus disease, including the common cold. Naturally, I searched for the cause. And I found it in the very soil they walk on. You see, this soil breeds a mold of antibodies with far greater range than sulfur or penicillin.
Of course, the natives' immunity might have taken at least a decade to build.
Dr. Disease does not take a decade.
What's the matter with you? You have enough virus in there to kill an army.
Doctor, you have enough serum in there to cure the world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rudyard Parker. I'm chief of the United States Scientific Research Division. It gives me great pleasure to inform you of one of the most outstanding developments in the history of medical science. Our government has been endowed with the discovery of a universal antibiotic which will be a blessing to the entire world. This serum, entrusted to us by the discoverer, Professor Horst Reimers, will wipe out every virus disease known to man. For the last 6 months, government experts, headed by Dr. Keith Brandon, have made exhaustive tests of this serum with the most conclusive results. As you probably know, Congress in special session has already passed a bill providing for immediate nationwide inoculation. After that, this serum will be made available for distribution throughout the world. At present, we have only enough serum at hand to start initial inoculations right here in Washington tomorrow. However, within a few weeks, mass production of the antibiotic will have caught up with the national demand, and detailed plans for local inoculations will be announced. Thank you.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes, Mrs. Brandon.
Have you checked the new litter of hamsters that was born last night?
I most certainly have. Why, they're not diseased, are they?
No, they're fit as a fiddle.
Well, then, what seems to be the trouble?
No trouble, really. I just wondered if you checked them yet.
From stem to stern.
It must be Keith who hasn't seen them yet.
Oh, but he has. Your husband checked them with me this morning.
My mistake. Keith, can I see you a minute? In the kennel room?
Sure. I suppose that blasted fan is stuck again.
These hamsters have multiplied twice since we first injected them, right?
Right?
Haven't you noticed anything special about the births?
No, except that I forgot to pass out cigars.
All of the puppies are female.
So were the Dion quintuplets.
And what about the rabbits in section 4?
What about the rabbits in section 4?
They both had a couple of litters, too. Each of them all female. Whereas the litters of the non-injected group in 7 show a normal balance between male and female.
Meaning what?
Meaning that the components of Reimer's theory must somehow be disturbing the normal reproduction of genes. Every litter born to an injected animal has been female.
Oh, I didn't notice. We better tell Reimers.
No, not Reimer's. I don't trust that man. Let's talk to Parker.
Jane, what are you saying?
Something about Reimer's that makes me uncomfortable. He looks at you as though he could see right through you. I just don't trust him.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Dr. Brandon, if I am correct, you are planning a family.
You are correct?
In that case, you won't mind having all girl descendants to carry on the name of Brandon? After we've all been inoculated tomorrow.
Tomorrow? We'd better get to Parker right away.
I don't understand you. Looks like a nice, healthy male to me. What's the matter with you, Keith? Losing faith in your own judgment?
There's no harm in making doubly sure. Is there, Mrs. Brandon?
I saw nothing but females in that litter a little while ago.
From all appearances, it looked like the drug had affected the normal function of their genes so as to produce only females, which in turn would cause a dying out of any species inoculated with our serum.
Consider that every human being on the face of this earth eventually will be inoculated.
Dr. Brandon, you just thought you saw all females.
Mr. Parker, we have to stop the inoculations until we're sure.
But you've given me no reason.
The risk of having the human race vanish within 100 years, is that reason enough?
Considering the pressure we've been under, these things are apt to happen.
Professor Reimers is right. We'll proceed as scheduled. You'd better get some rest, Keith. The inoculations begin tomorrow, and you've got a big day ahead of you.
Big day.
Keith?
Yes?
Keith, look. To identify the series of the last litter, I painted a small cross in each puppy's stomach.
So?
No cross.
No cross. Reimers switched them. These must be the males from the control litter.
But why, Keith? Why would he do a thing like that?
Looks like our friend is set on wiping out the human race.
The dawn of a new era hung heavily over the city, as well as the entire world. A boon to mankind, or its annihilation. Only the waking held that answer. For sometimes, sleep can be a mere escape from stark reality.
Keith, what are you doing?
I'm going to see Parker. This time I've got to convince him. Reimers is dangerous. When Reimers comes in, keep him away from the animals. They're the only proof that we have against him.
When will you be back?
It's 8:30 now. I ought to have Parker here within an hour.
Keith?
Yes?
Good luck.
Thanks, honey.
Keith? Keith, is that you?
Good morning, Mrs. Brandon. There's no need to use that gun on me.
You're not to touch those cages, Dr. Rimus.
I came to make a full confession.
A confession?
To my error. You see, you and your husband were perfectly correct. In some cases, the serum does seem to have a decomposing effect on regeneration.
Then why won't you stop the inoculations?
Well, there's no need to. I said only in some cases. There, it's merely a matter of hormone deficiency. It's something that can easily be corrected even after inoculation.
Hormone deficiency? I don't believe it.
Let me prove it to you. I worked all night and developed a culture which will correct the gene balance.
I said you're not to touch those cages. I won't let you destroy the evidence.
This culture is harmless. You're a scientist, Mrs. Brandon. Look at it yourself. There. You can see there's nothing dangerous in the culture.
Looks all right to me.
Then may I feed it to the animals? And you won't shoot me?
Go ahead.
Where did you say this came from?
I found it.
Yes, but under what circumstances?
I believe it belongs to Professor Rimus.
Reimers. You say he had this on his person?
Why, what exactly is it?
Something way beyond our realm of development. It contains the most delicate and intricate mechanism I've ever seen in a self-contained power plant. This contains a miniature speaker. And here's the volume control. It seems to be a sound amplifying device operating on the principle of ultra-sensitive transistors. With proper handling, one can pick up sounds over 100 miles away without the need of a transmitter.
You mean a sort of electronic eavesdropper?
Yes, you might call it that.
No wonder he knew everything that was going on.
In all the years I've known you, I've never believed you guilty of professional jealousy.
Jealousy? Is that what you call it?
I don't know what else to call it. Keep repeating accusations you can't prove.
But the proof is in the kennels. Mr. Parker, why won't you come over to look at it?
There's nothing in those kennels today that wasn't there last night. Now look, Keith, I put you on this project. In an hour and a half, it goes into effect. If you try to stop it now, I'll have to face a congressional investigation.
But suppose I'm right. Suppose Rimus is a fraud. Listen to me, Mr. Parker.
If that were the case, if you had tangible evidence, I would. Hello? Yes. Just a moment. Mrs. Brandon.
Yes? We'll be right over. She found it, Mr. Parker.
What?
Tangible evidence.
It's staggering. He feeds the animals a secret culture and he makes them disappear. And now this gadget. A receiver that needs no transmitter. Incredible.
I tried 50 different acids and dyes on this culture. I simply can't break it down chemically.
Now will you call off the inoculations, Mr. Parker?
We've got to. We've got to find Reimers, too.
I had all the available plainclothesmen comb the area. Double-checked his room. This is all he left behind.
It must be his log. He kept it locked in his desk. I saw him entering notes now and then.
Well, there's an alphabet here, but no known language. Yes? Oh, State Department. Put them on. Parker speaking. I see. Thank you. He lied about it. Reimers lied about that South American expedition.
You mean the one where he said he found the serum?
What about it?
There was no Professor Reimers on that expedition.
Whoever he is, we've got to locate him.
Yes, he's here. It's for you, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Ruskin speaking. Professor Reimers, where? Flight 607. Non-stop to San Francisco. And you're positive Reimers is aboard that plane? What time's it due to land? Oh, good, that gives us almost 7 hours. Teletype Reimers' description to San Francisco. Tell him to meet the plane. I'll be back in headquarters in 10 minutes. Oh, you heard. Reimers won't get out of the airport.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Yes, and thank you too, Keith. It's a good thing you stopped those inoculations when you did.
Jane deserves most of the credit. Come on, honey, you need some rest. Hello. Oh, yes, Mr. Parker. What? You sure of that? Yes. Yes, thanks for calling.
What is it, Keith? What happened?
Flight 607 just landed in San Francisco.
Well?
There were 30 passengers aboard that plane when it took off, including Reimers. Only 29 when it landed.
But that was a non-stop flight.
How did Reimers get off that plane?
Who was Professor Reimers? Where did he come from? Where did he go? If you were the inhabitant of a distant planet and a slowly fading atmosphere would make you seek a new sphere of colonization, wouldn't you consider this to be the most practical and bloodless way to depopulate this planet Earth? Naturally, our story was fiction. Let's hope that it will remain such.